Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Then we're going to 53. 26.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession.
We're going to 54. Here we go, 47. Check 3.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
At the 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Prescott now. He completes it to Wilson. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Prescott from the gun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. So opening drive third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
From the red zone now, Prescott on the move to his left. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go.
Mike 5-4. Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
Check 24. Check 24.
Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
At the Eagles' 8-yard line.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here we go. 47.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
26.
Throwing, Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Dak Prescott last year against Philly. Boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise. 455 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 29-23 December victory over the Eagles. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2 kill.
Mike 54. Mike 54. They can't hang with us.
Wentz. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bring it. Bring it. Check 31. Check 31.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, 4-2 kill.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Don't get nervous.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Back to you. You can choose a Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Go, go. It's a part now. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
Here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mike,
Here we go. 56.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the group. Go. Kill.
That's it.
Now Ito Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all right.
Great 57.
You're all right. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Hey, wahoo!
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, 74, 74.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Topper, topper! Hit by Tim.
59. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this one complete to Smith. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. From the 24, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Check safety, check safety.
Back. We're going to 54. Right here.
10th carry now for Elliott. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Check three. Check. Press down.
They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got him. Hey, check right.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Check. 5. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, watch the screen.
To throw, it's Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, here we go. Here we go. Kill.
Come, baby. Woo! 54, Mike.
Prescott from the gun on third. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Here we go.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 39-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You got nothing.
They'll run with Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Here's Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
They'll run it again with Smith. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
82.
55, Mike, got 55.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike,
Wentz now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the run.
This is Smith. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Back and go full strength. Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming for you.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Austin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
We're going to 52.
Slam.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys.
Mike 5-4. I got you.
We're going to 54. 26.
On first down, it's Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go to Elliott again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's all to Wally. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
What do you think?
Pick up the ball. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch the safety creep. Shoot, shoot.
We're going to 54. Why in?
A 20th carry here for Elliott. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. Why in?
Watch the pass. Switch, switch, switch.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
We play, win, let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Smith. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it here with Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 49-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Smith. And an alley to run. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They go back to the ground with Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Into the red zone. Wentz. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Wentz. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. 120.
59, Mike to 59. Let's get it together, defense.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Big Ed.
Let's go. Great.
Hey, switch gears.
61, matchbox lights.
Here we go now with Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ito Smith, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Cowboys 20, Eagles 7. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Cowboys, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.